Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current live situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. Gonna do a quick little comic book check, a little comic book pickup video. Some folks that I visited. One, it was a little antique store somewhere. There's not really nothing there. I just happened to see a comic and pick it up. But the most of this video, and I'll tell you which comic book that was. We'll start off with that one. But the rest of the comics are coming from this company right here. Urbnpop Comics Company and Art Gallery. And it is in a little town called Acworth, Georgia. Brand new store. In fact, the grand opening was on Free Comic Book Day. And so let's see if I can find the card. He's got a lot of events coming up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, here's the address on that. I don't know if you can tell much about it, but here's a QR code. Get it into focus there. And the address and all is right here. But a fantastic place. Good place. Wonderful place. And got a lot of good stuff in there. So hit that QR code. Well, I think that goes to the show that he's got coming up on July the 8th. Pretty good little show. Art exhibit. Kind of showcasing horror monsters and stuff like that. It's run by a guy named Chris Hamer. Chris Hamer is a comic book artist in and of himself. He travels all over the country. In fact, I think he got back from Louisiana a couple days ago. Today is June 26th, 27th, somewhere around there. And he got back from Louisiana a couple days ago. Went to a show down there. He's trying to promote other shows, trying to really help out the independent artists. And so he's a real good guy, good hard worker. It's been his dream to open a comic book store. So he's finally realizing that dream. So without further ado, let's get into these pickups I got. This one, again, from the antique store that didn't really have a lot, but I saw it, I wanted it, and it's some Bronze Age goodness. Richie Rich, Gold and Silver, #1 from September of 1975. Nothing special about this book. I got it for a couple of dollars. It's beat up pretty bad, but anytime you can grab a Bronze Age book for a couple dollars, you need to grab them. I mean, because the further and further we get away from that era, or we get further out from it, the more expensive and hard to find these books are going to be. And it looks like a okay book. It's a little bit too kiddie for me, but I'm going to read it and then shelve it and see what happens after that. Who knows? It may wind up being a key one day or something. Who knows? I don't know. Doubt it, but anyway. So these are the comics that I picked up from Chris and them. Like I said, great store, great prices, as you will see. I got this bad boy here. This is another Bronze Age goodness right here. The Phantom Stranger. Y'all know I love the Phantom Stranger stories. This issue is from June of 1971. And just very interesting cover here. I mean, this little boy dressed in army fatigue gear with a finger out and saying bang bang, and he's, blowing away the scientist here. I'm gonna be kind of excited to read this one here. Again, not in the best shape, but I mean, hey, look at the price of that. I don't know if you can tell. $2. $2 for a Bronze Age comic. It's not a key or anything, but I mean, hey, grab it while you can. Let's see. Second book I got. This was $3 here. I left the prices on them this time so y'all can see what I paid for them. $3. This is a series I'm trying to collect. The Phantom Stranger from, say, October, November, December, January, from October of 1987 through January of 1988. Phantom Stranger by Paul Kupperberg and award-winning comic creators Mike Mignola and P. Craig Russell. They all three worked together on this little mini-series, a 4-run issue mini-series. I've got Phantom Stranger #1. Now I have #3. And so now I'm halfway there. So hopefully I can pick up issues 2 and 4 at some point. That way I can go ahead and read them and mark that off the list there. Then I went to the Dollar Bin in Chris's store and pulled some fairly nice keys out of there. Again, these were, and again, they're not in the best shape. They weren't bagged and boarded at all. They were just loose in there. So, what you see is what you get, sort of on that. And the first one I found was this one. And these are minor keys. These aren't like huge big boy books or anything like that. So don't want to build the suspense too much. But pulled this one, Captain America #336 from December of 1987. The Search for Steve Rogers. And, this issue, as comic book fans know, Steve Rogers, he resigns from being Captain America in issue 332. He's torn between, what the government wants him to do and what he feels like he should be doing. And John Walker takes over as Captain America in issue 333. And so Steve Rogers goes on this road trip to clear his mind. And eventually he becomes known as, or becomes the persona. In this issue, he becomes the persona known as the Captain. And in this issue also, Priscilla Lyons, she becomes Vagabond, and it's the first appearance of kind of a cheesy little character named Brother Nature, who's like an eco-terrorist type person. He gets these super. I don't want to spoil the book in case you want to read it. He gets these superpowers, and he starts taking it out on loggers and all these lumberjacks and stuff. And he and Steve get to a battle and to a fight there towards the end of the book. And Steve has an epiphany that changes his whole course of action and his way of thinking. So, pretty good little book. I enjoyed reading that. I need to get a bag and board for that. Need to get a bag and board for this one too. I haven't read this one yet. This one's on my list here to read in a couple days. Wolverine #57 from July of 1992. And this is the death of Mariko Yashida, which is Wolverine's beloved fiance. If you like fighting and battles, in those types of scenes, and this book is chock full of good, fighting and warring and all of that kind of stuff, and weapons being used, and there's a trick in this issue that's pulled, and you can just not gonna. You don't spoil it because it's on the cover. Mariko, she dies, and Wolverine is distraught. Not gonna tell you how she dies or what causes this pain on his face. But I like this because it was a cover. Again, July of '92. A little too modern for my taste, but as I keep watching YouTube comic book videos and keep watching content creators, it's all about get the first appearance of certain characters and get the death of certain characters. Those are the books you wanna grab. So, for $1, I thought, hey, why not? I'll get it. It's like a little investment piece, maybe. Who knows? Might be a major key one day. You never can tell. With the writer's strike and all the things that's going on, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But this one I pulled. This was it's a minor key, but it's in high grade. It goes for $12, raw. So I mean, and this by no means is in high grade, but it was kind of a semi-major key, I guess. And that is from June of 1987, The Flash #1. And this is a considered somewhat of a mid-level, minor, major, semi-big key because it was the premiere issue of Volume 2, and it's the first issue featuring Wally West as the Flash, because Wally West had taken over. Oh goodness, the name escapes me. But you all know the suit. He left. The original Flash left the suit for Wally, and he was known as, I think, Kid Flash, because he keeps reminding people, "Hey, I'm no longer Kid Flash. I'm the Flash. I'm the man in this book." And he runs into some different things. You don't want to spoil it or anything, but this book, as you can see, let me get it in the light. I don't know if it's got some water damage to it or what, but it is not smooth, and it's all the way through the book. I mean, it's got some, you can't tell on that, but it got some wavy pages just like that all throughout the book. Some looks like staining, like maybe somebody knocked over a glass of water on it or something. But anyway, on the back, it's all crinkled and all that kind of stuff. I've been learning a little bit about things called clean and press, and how to clean and press your comic books and make them a little bit more presentable. I may try it on this. I don't know. I may just leave it like it is and just let the next person who owns it, deal with it. So, but anyway, those are my pickups from Urbnpop Comics Company and Art Gallery. I don't think they have an eBay store. They do have a Facebook page. So if you type in this right here, Urban without the A, Pop Comics Company, it should pull it up. And give them a look. I don't know if they have an eBay store. I don't know if they would do a pull list for you or whatever, but anyway, just check them out. Let me know what y'all think. One day I'll get over there and film inside the store if Chris and Frankie's bride will let me. That's what we call Chris's wife. She does have a name, but she likes to go by Frankie's bride on Facebook, so that's what I'm going to refer to her as. So again, not sure if they'll let me record in there, but if not, no big deal. Check them out, though. Urbnpop Comics in Acworth, Georgia. Well, that's it. That'll wrap it up. I'm going to come back with another video here soon of another comic book store that I went and checked out over in Hiram, Georgia. So y'all be anticipating that. I'll probably film a TTM autograph return video this afternoon. I want to get a couple more things done around the house before I do that. I'll probably do that later this evening. And me and my wife and daughter, we're preparing to go down to Treasure Island, Florida. Haven't found a sports memorabilia store down there that I want to go to. Flea markets are all kind of closed on the one day that I'm going to get to go and explore. But I found a comic book store. Maybe they'll let me film in there. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But as always, I will share what I pick up from them coming up on Friday afternoon. Looking forward to it. So as always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one.